Hi, I'm Anu from Anuvi Business Solution. Today I'm going to share some basic information how we can open a company in DMCC free zone. So before starting this video, we will give a brief intro about DMCC free zone and let me tell you about DMCC free zone. It's a Dubai Multi Commodity Center and this is awarded for number of times from the for the global free zone of the year, and it's located in Jumeirah Lakes Tower district in the Sheikh Zayed Road. And this location not only for working environment, it provides a residential and business opportunities for the both sectors, because there are more than 100 towers in that GLT area and more than 100,000 companies already registered in DMCC free zone. So today we will discuss what is the process, how we can register a company in DMCC free zone. So when we talk about the process can be divided in three stages, we can say. So first of all is the pre-approval, or we can say the express of interest. Second is the registration process, and the third one is for the licensing. So we will discuss step by step all the process. When we talk about the first step, which is expressing of the interest and pre-approval, here the investor or the individual person who is looking forward to establish his company, a new entity in a DMCC free zone, he must approach to DMCC Free Zone Authority, or he can go direct to any consultant, because when we are registering a new company in DMCC Free Zone, it's mandatory to have a consultant who is legally registered with the DMCC Free Zone Authority, and they will take care of this complete application. So first of all, we have to create a online portal login access, and this is generally provided by the DMCC Business Setup Executives, and we will request them to create a online portal for the client, for the investor who is willing to establish a company. So once we create this online portal and we get the credentials like login details, user ID and password, then we will start drafting the application, where we have to put all these information. Like what? First of all, we have to mention the shareholder details, like who will be the owner, who will be the shareholder of the company, and apart from that we have to put in the application consultant details also, because it's very important who is taking, which consultant is taking care of that application. And we have to provide for the consultant his license, his passport copy, his visa page, his Emirates ID. So these documents has to be submitted when we are setting up a new company. And for the investor side, we have to submit his personal details, like his passport copy and his KYC form complete details, and his other details, like we can say like the name of the company, which will be the second step in the application, where we have to put all these details after completing passport and personal details, like what would be the name of the company, and the person has to provide three names of the as per his preference of order, and he has to mention the bank name which he is willing to intend to open a bank account in future, and he has to and the consultant has to mention the number of shares for the partner, how many number of shares and what will be the value of each share, the share capital we have to mention, financial year, and the what we call this business activity. Most important, we have to choose the business activity as well. So after completing all these steps in application, then we have to upload the required documents. At this stage we have to upload basic documents like a passport copy of the owner, passport copy of the consultant, and utility bills. As a proof of address, we need any utility bill, which can be any electricity bill or water bill, but it should be from the home country, and it should not be older than 6 months. So there must be a requirement of proof of address. So when we talk about the second stage, which is registration process, in this generally we have to choose the property type. The client can go ahead with a flexi virtual desk office, or he can choose a physical office. It's up to him. And as well as we can go ahead for the value added service and the financial year. And the most important thing is we have to make a payment in the registration stage, and we have to make necessary payment for the license, for the registration fees, for the establishment card, and if the client is choosing for the virtual desk, for a flexi desk, then the fees of that thing also. So all these 5 points we have to make a payment in DMCC free zone, and as well as we have to upload the documents and signing the documents, which is a crucial part of the registration process. So here the investor have to, either he has to visit a DMCC free zone, and suppose if he is already in UAE, then he can go DMCC and we will have a meeting, and where he will verify his original passport and other relevant documents. But if suppose client is outside the country, he is not in UAE and he is not in Dubai, so from the home country we have to do a video call meeting. With that we can sign the relevant documents and verify our these mentioned documents. So now we will point out what are the documents which has to be cited to the business setup executive of DMCC, and what documents we have to prepare at the registration stage. So first of all, we will prepare a specimen signature for the all shareholders, where they will mention their contact details, their name, their passport number, and their position, whether they are a director, legal secretary, or power of attorney, whatever their position in the company, will mention that one, and they have to sign it, that specimen signature. And as well as we have to provide a passport copy of all the shareholders, which should be valid. The valid passport copy should be there, and it has to be verified again. Either it should be cited by the DMCC executive, or we can sign it through by video call, as mentioned before, by document signing. And there is another option also, which where we can do the notarization of these documents from the home country, attestation from the notary public, and then from the UAE Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Dubai. So these are the documents which we mentioned. So we can brief all these points, like all these documents, what are these at the registration stage. So first of all is the specimen signature, second is passport copy, third one is the shareholder resolution, which has to be prepared by the consultant like us, and the another one is the article or MOA, memorandum of association, article of association, and the last one is term and condition, warranties and all. So all these 5 documents we have to sign. The consultant, the investor has to sign, and after signing and verifying by the DMCC setup executive, then we have to upload these documents on the portal and make the necessary payment. Once it completed, I mean this approval completed, it takes almost 5 to 6 working days, and after completion we will get a provisional approval and a bank letter, and this provisional approval generally valid for 90 days, and under this time frame you have to complete the licensing process, which means you have a almost 90 days time period. If you are going for a physical office, suppose, then in this case you have to finalize your tenancy contract, your lease agreement with the that particular property. But if you choose for a flexi desk, then no need of going to the third stage, and after completing registration process, DMCC authority will provide you the licensing documents. So this is how it's gonna work. Now we will discuss if you choose a physical property, and if you take suppose an office in the GLT area, then what will be the third stage, the licensing part. Now the last stage, licensing stage. If the client, the investor choose a physical office, and he take a physical office in GLT area, in this case we have to provide all the relevant documents related to that property. It can be a lease property. If he is taking on a rental basis, then there should be a tenancy contract or a lease agreement, and it should be valid for 1 year, and that tenancy contract must include all the details which are very crucial, like the unit number, the office number, and the size and the area, and the date of expiry and the validity of the time period, who is the landlord, who is the tenant, and it should be under the name of the company, this tenancy contract, and it should be duly signed and stamped. And apart from that, if it's a physical office, we will be needing other documents as well, which is a certificate of completion from Concordia if it's a physical office. And suppose if the owner is holding his own property, he is having his own property he purchased there, then in this case we need a title deed, and apart from that a certificate of ownership and a certificate of completion, which will be issued from the Concordia. So all these depends upon what is the client position of that property. So we have to submit these documents in the DMCC, and the business setup executive in DMCC, they will originally cite it, they will verify it. After verifying and checking these documents, then they will process further for the last stage. and then we will get our license and legal incorporation documents, and it will be like we will get our trade license. If it's a business activity is trading, then trade license. If the business activity is service, then it will be a service license. And we will get our MOA, AOA, memorandum of association, article of association. We'll get a share certificate. If one shareholder, then it will be one share certificate. If there is more than one, then suppose there are 3 shareholders, then it will be 3 share certificate. It depends upon the number of shareholders. And we will get our license, MOA, AOA, and share certificate, and certificate of registration. And if it's a flexi desk, then we'll get a flexi desk contract as well from DMCC, and we'll apply at the same time for establishment card. And afterwards we can apply for resident visas as well for the investors and for the staff also, if they are planning to hire some people. So this is overall process of setting up a DMCC company. And each entity have a different kind of process. This is for the individuals who are willing to open a company in DMCC free zone. And if it's a branch company, the documentation part will be different, because it will involve the parents company legal attested documents, and subsidiary company also, then holding companies documents are required. So I hope this is sufficient information for all of you. And if you like this video and if you think it's useful, then please give a like and thumbs up, and do subscribe with your friends. And